you to my channel AAA Career. Today we will be discussing on a very important and informative topic. Yesterday in my video I told you that there are some confusions and queries amongst parents, teachers and students regarding NCF 2023, National Curriculum Framework that got released in the month of April 2023. So to clear all those confusions, I noted down all the queries and I'll give all the possible information regarding those queries today through my video. I hope it will be informative and very required information for all of you. So we'll go one by one. Let's see the question first. So I take the first question. Like I told you, there are some terminologies they have used in the document like curricular area, essential courses, discipline, choice-based courses. What are the meaning of those particular terminology? Curricular area. Basically, when you go by the subjects of 9, 10 and 11, 12, you will get the examples. But as of now, I can say like it's a group of disciplines or group of subjects. If I compare as on today, as we say science, commerce, arts, like this. So they call it curricular area, where there are multiple disciplines inside that particular curricular area. We'll see the examples. They used a term like essential courses. This term is particularly for standard 9 and 10. Just remember, for standard 9 and 10, individual subjects, they call it essential courses. So individual subjects will fall under curricular area. We'll see the chart. For discipline, this is another terminology they used for standard 11 and 12, like essential courses in standard 9 and 10, like individual subjects. You can say those individual subjects in 11 and 12, they termed it as discipline. So history, geography, your literature, language, those are the disciplines that will fall under particular curricular area. And the fourth topic is choice-based courses. They have used this term as well. This choice-based courses is again for standard 11 and 12. Under 11 and 12, curricular area is science. Physics is one of the disciplines under science. And when we complete 4 semesters in 11 and 12 for physics, individual semester or individual courses in the semester, it is told as or it is termed as choice-based courses. That means somebody is covering physics throughout 11 and 12. There will be semester type of system. I will talk about later. But that means for each semester that will be taken as a one choice-based courses. That's physics itself. For each semester that will be taken as a choice-based courses. I will give you the examples that will be more clear then. Let's take the second question. Like what are the subjects for 9, 10 and 11, 12? And is there any changes? Yes, I told you yesterday. There are some changes. For 9, 10, now you can see this particular chart. In this chart that humanities, mathematics and computing, vocational education, physical education, arts education, social science, science and interdisciplinary areas. These are the 8 curricular areas that I told you in the previous answer. So these are the curricular areas. Under these curricular areas, there will be multiple essential courses. So these are the curricular areas and you have to choose 16 essential courses, 2 from each curricular area. So that will be your subjects for standard 9 and 10. 2 subjects from each curricular area, total 16. And if I go for standard 11 and 12, as I told you, again you will get these 8 curricular areas, but there is one change in the name only. Otherwise, humanities, social science, science, mathematics and computing, arts, vocational education and interdisciplinary area is the same terminology or the term they have used. Only in case of physical education, which is in 9 and 10, they call it like sports in standard 11 and 12. But same 8 curricular areas in standard 11 and 12 also. And under those curricular areas, you can see there are multiple disciplines. As I told you, for 9 and 10, there are essential courses. For standard 11 and 12, there are multiple disciplines inside those curricular areas. So for example, humanities, we have language, literature, philosophy. For social science, we have history, geography, political science, psychology, economics, sociology. Under science, they have given physics, chemistry, biology. For mathematics and computing, they have mathematics, computer science, business mathematics. Under arts, this arts is like arts and culture. So you can see the subjects here or the disciplines here: music, dance, theater, sculpture, painting, film appreciation, script writing, set design. So you can see there are new subjects here or new disciplines here. We haven't seen this type of courses in standard 11 and 12. Then if I go for the sixth curricular area, that is vocational education, they have not given the details in this present document. Probably they will be framing the things later on, but there will be multiple skill based things that people will be learning or students will be learning that will be helpful for their future life. Then the seventh curricular area is sports. So standard 9 and 10, once again, that was physical education. Standard 11 and 12, they call it sports. Under sports, there will be different sports, game, and as well as yoga. You can see the inclusion of yoga in standard 11 and 12 as a discipline itself. And not only the sports or games, but they are taking the aspects of coaching and financing. That means someone learn it and then how he can start his own coaching center, or people can distribute his knowledge or give his knowledge to other people, and how can get the financing to start his own enterprise. So those things are also taken care or accommodated under sports. If I go for the eighth curricular area, it is interdisciplinary areas. So here you can see there are many topics like commerce, sustainability and climate. This is a very important topic for today's era. So they have included this in the standard 11 and 12 courses. Then health, public health and community health, media and journalism, family and community science, and so on, like Indian knowledge, then traditions or practices. All those things are taken care under interdisciplinary area, and as well as legal studies you can see also under interdisciplinary area. So from this chart itself you can understand there are many new subjects or things you can learn from standard 11 itself, for which we had to wait till graduation. So that is the new thing they have introduced or proposed for standard 11 and 12 particularly. Let's go for the next question. What is the proposed exam pattern? Is there any change? Yes, there are some differences for standard 9, 10 and standard 11 and 12. For standard 9 and 10, it is like annual examination. So as I told you earlier, you need to select 2 essential courses from each curricular area. Total 16 essential courses you need to choose, and you need to sit for 8 board exams. Yes, 8 board exams, that is how they mention. So probably they link one board exam with one curricular area, and under one curricular area you have 2 essential courses. That is for standard 9 and standard 10. They have not yet given the distribution of individual essential courses, whether it will be spanning over 2 years like 9 and 10 together, or 8 essential courses for 9 and 8 essential courses for 10. That is not given right now, but probably it will be like that only. So 8 essential courses from the 8 curricular area you can study in 9, and the same for standard 10. But you have to sit for 8 board exams. Probably that board exam means individual curricular area. On that what exam you will be giving. If I go for standard 11 and 12, it is a semester system they are going to introduce. So it will be 6 months duration for each semester. That means you will have 4 semesters. And in 4 semester you need to sit for 4 board exams, and the end of each semester there will be 1 exam. So there are more exams here, but it will be distributed throughout the 2-year course pattern. So it will be equally distributed, and people will remain engaged and students will remain engaged throughout 2 years. So each semester will end up with a board exam. So total 4 board exams they have proposed for standard 11 and 12. Let's go for the next question, which is talking about the question pattern. So how will be the question pattern? So they have given, say, there will be 2 types of question pattern basically. One they call selected response questions, that is MCQ basically, and another they call constructed response questions. So that will be a broad question type where you may get answers where you have to write something, but they have not given right now whether how many marks will be given for each constructive response question, whether it will be for 2 marks, 5 marks, like that, but it will be mix of writing things, broad questions as well as MCQ. Next question, how the final marks will be calculated for standard 10 and 12. So this is same pattern for standard 9 and 10 and standard 11 and 12. All the exams that you will be giving throughout these 2 years, it will be taken cumulatively and the final results will be published for 10 and 12. It is not one exam that gives your final result. For 9 and 10, all the 8 board exams that I told you, and for 11 and 12, the 4 board exams, one at the end of each semester. All exams together, you will get your final mark sheet for standard 10 and standard 12. Next question was like, how many board exams? There are some confusions, like there is no board exam at the end of standard 9 and 10. There may be first board exam in 11 itself. No, it is not like that. In standard 9 and 10, as I told you, there will be 8 board exams. Basically, one board exam linked to one curricular area, as I can expect. And for standard 11 and 12, 4 board exams, one at the end of each semester, as I told you earlier. Then you go for the next question, which is talking about the academic calendar. So whether it will be same for 9 and 10 and 11 and 12? No, it is not same. For 9 and 10, it will be an annual calendar, which is going on presently. So the exams will be at the end of the year. But for standard 11 and 12, it will be semester system. So 6 months semesters. So at the end of 6 months, you need to appear for the board exams. So that is the difference here for standard 9 and 10 and standard 11 and 12. Next, go for the another question. What are the combinations of subjects student can choose? So this is a very vital question, and here you can see lots of creativity and lots of thinking they have provided here. So standard 9 and 10, as I told you, there will be 8 curricular areas, and from each curricular area you need to choose 2 essential courses, total 16 essential courses. Okay, so from humanities you can choose 2, from vocational education you will choose 2, from physical education you will choose 2, like this. Total 16 essential courses you will choose. For standard 11 and 12, there's a difference. 4 disciplines you need to choose from 8 curricular areas. So if I give an example, like if you want to choose 4 disciplines, you can choose 2 disciplines from one, that is science, you can choose physics and chemistry. From humanities you can choose language, and from arts you can choose music. So like you have to choose 4 disciplines out of 8 curricular areas. But there are some restrictions. Restrictions means you need to choose at least from 3 curricular area. You cannot choose from 2, which otherwise means from one curricular area maximum you can choose 2 disciplines. Maximum 2 disciplines from one curricular area. From the second curricular area 1, and from the third curricular area another 1. So this makes 4 disciplines. So maximum 2 from one curricular area, because you need to choose 4 disciplines from 3 curricular areas. So this is the restriction they have given, with some thought of course, so that you can get diversity of the knowledges. So you can go for different curricular areas to understand the subjects, and you can plan for your future accordingly. So there are 4 disciplines you need to choose. And what will happen with those 4 disciplines? For each discipline, they have prepared 1 courses for each semester. So like if I give you an example, you choose physics as a discipline from science curricular area. So you will be having physics for all the 4 semesters, and each semester you will be completing 1 course on the physics. So at the end of 12, what will be calculation? That you have completed 4 choice based courses on physics. Under one discipline, physics, you have completed 4 choice based courses because you completed all 4 semesters. So that is the way you need to complete 16 choice based courses. 16 choice based courses. That means you need to choose 4 disciplines and all 4 disciplines you need to go through all 4 semesters. You cannot change in between semester. You have to complete all 4 semester. So you will do 4 choice based courses on each discipline, 4 into 4, total 16 choice based courses you will be completing here. We go for the next question, and which is how it is going to benefit the students. I guess you already got the answer from my previous discussion, that there are multiple benefits, particularly in this proposal. Like, there is no more pressure on a single exam. By this time, what we are seeing, that there is only one exam at the end of standard 10 and standard 12, and people gives all the focus on those few days maybe, or on the one exam. Whatever happening on that exam, that is making their final results. But in this proposed framework, the exam will be evenly distributed throughout the year for 2 years package, you can say 9, 10 together and 11, 12. Next is flexibility of subject choice. You can see in 11 and 12, one person or one student can choose maths along with sports, like music along with commerce, literature and social science together. So this is really a remarkable thing. Whatever passion you have, whatever things you like, you can start from 11 and 12 itself, and you can mix it with your future goal also. So you have a flexibility to choose from present day scenario. If I compare, you can take a subject from arts, you can take a subject from commerce, and you can take 2 subject or 2 discipline from the science, if I compare with present day scenario. So there are lots of flexibility given here, and you can see there are lots of subject introduced in 11 and 12 level. So now you need not to wait till graduation to do something like on the script writing or film appreciation, or for your managemental courses. So for those things you need not to wait till your graduation. You can start from 11 itself. So you will be better prepared at the end of the 12. When you will choose that particular thing for your career, you will be better prepared, because you already gone through that particular subject 11 from 11 itself. Earlier it was not possible, or present date is not possible. You can start only after 12th exam. That means start at the graduation. So this is a big benefit students are going to get in this new framework. So what I can say, this particular framework has given lots of thought process how to improve the overall knowledge and applicability of the knowledge in the practical sectors. So that is how they created this framework. Not only that, they have given lots of importance to the formative and summative assessment part. Formative means teachers' feedback directly to the students. Like, this teaching strategy is not very much useful for this set of students, for this class. They need to change it. So those things will be incorporated. Group assessments in the class. So those will be part of their assessment, which is called formative assessment. And when they go for the summative assessment, it is the overall progress of the class, teachers' discussion with the parents, promotion, detention, all those strategies. So they have given importance for the formative part as well as summative part. So of course it will bring a better situation for the teachers as well as for the students to do good in their academic life. So overall, what I can say, this type of educational framework will definitely be helpful for the students and progressive in nature. So these are the queries. I got it from different social networking channel and the parents and students. So I tried to give you as much information as possible available in the document. Hope it is very much useful, and we'll see another topic in my next video. Till then, be safe and be strong, because knowledge is strength. Thank you all of you. Take care. Goodbye.